Good morning. My name is Heather. I'm also known as Chasing Heather or Chasing Heather Massage or Chasing Heather Massage and Spa Services. Welcome. This is my intro video. I probably shouldn't be touching myself. Okay. This is my intro video. All right. I'm located in the Rio Grande Valley. If you do not know where that's at, it's at the border of the very South Texas and Mexico. So the Rio Grande Valley, I believe, includes Laredo all the way down to Brownsville. So if you're not familiar, get your map out and go take a look, see where I'm at. And I'd like to focus this channel on being a well-rounded person as aging occurs. Okay, so not being overwhelmed in one department and slacking in another one, how to keep everything kind of, I don't want to use the word balance because balance means comfortable. So it's how, as me, I'm doing, how am I doing this as a 51-year-old single woman by myself, living on one income, okay? I served in the military for 15 years, and I receive a compensation supplement every single month, okay? So I have been in the massage therapy business for over 10 years, and my biggest struggle is dealing with people who are extremely disrespectful to the industry, trafficking, soliciting services, soliciting prostitution, all kinds of stuff that I've experienced in this industry. And I'm doing a little bit of a shift. I'm not quitting massage per se. However, I am shifting my brand a little bit. Okay, so with that being said, I believe my Instagram is chasing_Heather. I will tag myself as soon as I can figure out how to do that. Right now, I am rebranding my body as well as my mind. And by doing that, I am in the gym and I'm exercising. So how am I doing that? Okay, I'll let you know. One, I took before pictures of myself just to see where I'm at. Put those in a folder. If you're too embarrassed to share with anybody, you can download the Photo Vault. It's free. Put all your pics in there. Go back and refer to those later. Okay, exercise. I'm in the gym 5 days a week for an hour at least. Now, to restructure what I mean by that, it means I'm working my ass off for an hour or more. Okay, so that means weightlifting. So let's say, for example, today is leg day. I will go in there and hit all my leg machines and leg exercises. And since it's raining outside, I most likely am going to have to hit the Stairmaster after that. So I'm 51 and it's like 3:30 in the morning. I'm running on 2 cups of coffee, and that is my pre-workout, and I'm gonna go and knock it out. Okay, my gym is close to where I live, 2.5 miles maybe. So that's my first recommendation, is join a gym that you can afford that is close to where you live. I do not recommend joining a gym that is more than 5 miles down the street, because the chances of you dipping out on yourself is kind of high. All right, so Monday through Friday in the gym. Now, if I have an injury, which this has happened, okay, I've had an injury where I'm like, oh my God, I can't do my leg workout today. I still go to the gym. I attempt to do the workout that I have scheduled for that day. And if I can't get through it, or I need to lower my weights, I do that. But if I can't get through it, then I go over to the stretching area and at a minimum do stretching, get in tune with my body. Hey, what's hurting? What is sore? Is something aching? Is this arthritis? Is this weather? Is this PMS? Is this identify the issue and modify the behavior? Okay, so as soon as I figure out what my issue is, let's say I got an SI joint flare up from the weather. Okay, there's nothing I could do about the weather, right? But I could put a little mentholated gel on there. I could do some deep stretching, super deep stretching to kind of get myself warmed up, and maybe go lighter on the weights and then rest. So then tomorrow I'm going to see how I'm feeling. Okay, so I do legs twice a week, and my goal is to get those workouts in. And there's a bug on my wall. I thought there was a bug on my wall. Maybe there's a bug in my life. Okay, so today's leg day. We're going to go in there. We're going to hit the legs, and then we're going to do some cardio. Gym, Monday through Friday. Now, I do not have a traditional job, so that means I have lots of time to make this happen. I cannot tell you when is a good time for you to work out. That is up to you to decide, okay? So I'll be uploading some videos to this channel showing you different little workouts I'm doing. And I'm going to let you know right now, I don't lift too terribly heavy, okay? I lift, and it's getting heavier, but I'm not in there benching like 100 something. Bro, I'm doing like a 40 flat bench, a 40-pound flat bench, barbell. And I mean, I started at like 20 or 30, and now I'm up to 40. So I'm progressing in my strength and dialing in my diet and cardio and all these things that I need to get to where I want to be as I'm approaching menopause. Now, I'm not there yet, and I don't plan to be there anytime soon. Like I said, I'm 51. That means I'm still getting a regular cycle, okay? And we can talk about menopause here in a minute. But Monday through Friday, gym. Saturday, I have a road bike. Now, where did I go? I went to Bicycle World. I'm not a professional cyclist by any means. I don't ride in groups. I kind of beat to my own drum. I don't need another person to show up at the gym or my rides or anything like that. I work by myself, okay? So if you have a gym buddy and your gym buddy does not show up for you, the chances of you dipping out on yourself is very high. So I suggest finding a lifestyle of exercise that you can maintain alone or with a friend. But if you're a codependent, I don't know what to tell you. We're not codependent in here. We do things by ourselves. So gym, Monday through Friday. Saturday, I cycle. What time do I cycle? Very early in the morning due to traffic. The people where I live are a little complacent with local laws as far as stopping at stop signs, and I'm complacent as well on my bike. I will avoid a stoplight at any cost, except for falling or getting a ticket. So bicycle, how far am I cycling? Yesterday I did 17.25 miles. Easy ride, 12.5, 13, 14 miles an hour. Nothing crazy, kind of out in the wilderness in a rural area around the javelinas and the snakes and stuff. You know, I might have heard a couple chickens, but you know, that's where I'm at. After the bike, I go swim. Now where I live, they have wacky little hours on the swim, on the pool. I can either go Monday through Friday, somewhere in there, 5:30 a.m. to 6:15. That's only 45 minutes to jump in the pool and go swim. Like, okay, it's not even long enough to get your goggles on and your flippers and stuff and get in. I mean, you're kind of pushing it. And they might open the pool a little early. Don't bet on it. Now, what else? Okay, so Saturday and Sunday, the pool where I live is open from 8 to 11, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. So I get that ride in, and I get home by, maybe 6 at the latest, 6 a.m. That gives me time to change my clothes, walk my dog, and go wait at the pool for them to open. Why do I wait at the pool for them to open? Well, because everybody and their mom is trying to swim on Saturday or Sunday, and I'm not trying to get in a fight with somebody over lane sharing or just getting in the pool. So that's what we're doing for that. Sunday is rest day. Okay? So another thing is, if you're not tracking your food, you need to track your food. Now, I started with a pen and paper just to get in the habit, and I'm telling you, you're eating way more than you think you are, and you're gonna say, oh, I only had this, or I only had that. You don't know what you had unless you get the scale out and weigh it, measure it with a teaspoon, a tablespoon, half cup, quarter cup, full cup, whatever. Okay? You have no idea how much you're eating. Everybody else knows how much you're eating because you're wearing it. Everybody else knows how much you're eating and how much you're working or working out or not working out, because this is telling them your ass ain't doing shit. Okay? I'm trying to work on my forehead expressions, but okay. So, Cronometer is the app I'm using. I believe that's what it's called. I don't like MyFitnessPal anymore. They put up all these ads, and I don't like it. Cronometer, it's $10.99 a month. I like it. I don't like apps for the most part, but you got to use apps. I mean, you may as well. It's just, you can scan your creamer for your coffee, and bam, baby, it's in there. And then it'll save in the memory, like, your history of the type of food you eat. So I'm typically eating pretty much the same thing every single day, with a few adjustments here and there. Ground turkey, ground beef, chicken breasts, chicken thighs, something like that. Salmon, and some steak every now and then. Those are my so ground turkey, ground beef, chicken, steak, salmon. So there's 5 proteins, and I have those like on a little rotation. If I feel like salmon, thaw out the salmon. If I feel like beef, thaw out the beef, So, carb, protein, vegetable. Okay, that's what you need with every meal if you can, right? So in the morning at breakfast time, what am I going to eat after I get home from this workout? Probably 2 eggs, 6 tablespoons of egg whites, 1 ounce of cheese. I'm out of spinach. So normally I would add spinach. I will add probably 4 ounces of protein. Actually, I think I'm out of turkey. So I need to thaw something out. So normally it would be 4 ounces of a protein. So whatever I have left over. Maybe a little yogurt on my eggs. It tastes like sour cream, hot sauce, stuff like that. That's about it. If you want to throw mushrooms in there, tomatoes, you're more than welcome to. Those don't really count for anything. But for the most part, that's what I'll have. What am I having for a snack? I'll probably have maybe a piece of fruit. I have to be very careful on the fruit. I get a little carried away. And then, people will jump in and say, oh, fruit is full of sugar. Yes, but it's natural sugar. Let's not get it confused with Fruity Pebbles. Fruit and Fruity Pebbles are not the same thing. Okay, so don't let people twist you into not eating fruit. Okay, do you want to look like that person? Is that person doing anything that no, don't listen to anybody that doesn't know what the hell they're talking about. Okay, so fruit. In the evening, like last night, I had like a cream of wheat type of thing. I added a half a cup of blueberries, 2 tablespoons of almond butter, tablespoon of flax, tablespoon of chia, tablespoon of molasses, a splash of coconut milk, and I added protein to that. So what kind of meal was that? That was breakfast for dinner, and it was freaking slamming. And it keeps me full. Okay, it keeps me full. I'm not waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning binging on anything. Also, I include toast. So if I want toast for my carb, I have toast, rice, or potatoes. That's pretty much it. Sweet potatoes too, I'd rather have a regular potato, to be honest. So that's what I'm doing, and I just wanted to give a little basis of what I'm up to, who I am. I served 15 years in the United States Navy. I have an associate's degree in fine arts, which means 0. I have a double license in massage therapy. So one license is for massage therapy itself. The other license is for instruction. I just got that for resume purposes and to challenge myself to do it. I didn't do it with the intent of actually really using it. However, I have taught workshops, classes, and one-on-one instruction, that type of thing. I also have a certification, occupational certification in massage therapy. I went to college at San Jac Central out of Pasadena, Texas. So my degree and all my massage credentials come from San Jac Central. San Jacinto Junior College, I believe is the name of it, Pasadena, Texas. So that's where my history is from. I believe in massage, the power of massage with healing, trauma, physical trauma, emotional trauma, and overall health. So I will be uploading videos. Some of those will be, I guess, considered shorts. And we're going to get this channel going. And I'm just going to kind of make an outline of different topics. We're going to talk about aging. We're going to talk about menopause. We're going to talk about questions you can ask your GYN. We're going to talk about PTSD. We're going to talk about all the stuff that nobody else wants to talk about, and it's all going to be the truth. So there's not going to be any gatekeeping over here. We don't gatekeep. Okay? I'm sure somewhere along the line I'll get into talking about benefits for veterans. If you're a veteran and you're not getting your benefits, shame on you. You should be ashamed of yourself. You need to go get your benefits. I don't care if you're making $10,000 a month, you need to go get your benefits, because there will come a day that you won't be making $10,000 a month, and you're going to need that extra money coming in. So with that, this is kind of what I'm working with. You know, we got a little stuff going on here. This is my little trap action. Okay, it's coming in, if you can see. Okay, so we are not a perfect body. We are a 51-year-old body that's been through a lot with military trauma, dysfunctional family, and all the emotions that go with that. So I hope you stick around. I hope that I can help you on your journey of becoming a better person. Whether you're a male or a female, I would love to help you. So stick around. I'm sure you will be well entertained by this channel. Also, I will probably post some stories of things that I ran into, you know, just for entertainment purposes, you know, because in the massage therapy industry, there's never a dull moment. Enjoy your day. Today is May 11th, May 11th, 2026. So welcome, and I hope you stick around.